So, you're building a business. You've got the idea, you've got the passion, but let's get real for a second. There's one question that trumps all the others. How is this thing actually going to make money? That's your business engine. It's the core of everything. In this explainer, we're going to pop the hood on a few different engines so you can find the perfect one to power your journey. Let's get into it.
Here's the game plan for today. We're going to start by figuring out what a business engine or a business model even is. Then we'll dive deep into 4 really powerful ways to make money: services, products, subscriptions, and consulting. And to wrap it all up, we'll get super practical and figure out how you can choose the absolute perfect fit for what you're trying to build.
This right here, this is the question. It's the one that literally keeps founders staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. It's not about just, getting lucky with a sale here and there. It's about building a repeatable system, a machine that brings in money consistently. And your business model, that's the blueprint for that machine.
So what is a business model, really? Let's just break it down. It's your plan. It's how you create something awesome for people, how you get it to them, and how you get paid for it. I love this vehicle analogy here. Are you building a speedboat, something that's super fast but needs a ton of fuel and maybe a lot of money to get going? Or are you building a big, steady truck that can just haul and haul for the long run? The model you choose is the vehicle for your entire business.
All right, let's start with the most straightforward vehicle on the lot. This is the service-based model. It's simple. People pay you directly for your skills, for your expertise, for your time.
Now, what's really important to see here is the trade-off, right? On one hand, this model is fantastic. If you've got a skill people want, you can start making money like tomorrow with basically zero startup cash. But, and it's a big but, the business is you. It's tied directly to your time. It is incredibly hard to make money while you sleep when you are the one doing the work.
And this example just makes it so clear. Let's talk about Tolu and Lagos. She's got design skills, she's got a laptop, and that's all she needs to get started. She starts charging for her work, and boom, instant cash flow. But check out that last step, because that's the key. By hiring interns, she starts to break the link between her personal hours and her income. That's the first step to scaling a service.
Okay, so we just saw the scaling problem with services. Well, our next model is built to solve that exact problem. This is the classic product business. You make or buy a thing, and then you sell that thing for a profit. Simple in theory, right? Let's dig a little deeper.
And again, it's all about the trade-offs. The potential to scale with products is absolutely massive. You can sell 1,000 widgets from a beach in another country. You can build a brand that lives beyond you. But it usually takes some cash to buy that first batch of inventory, and you have to figure out where to store it, how to ship it, all that fun logistics stuff. The profit isn't always instant. Shadera's watch business is just a perfect, simple example. She puts up the capital to buy the watches. For every single one she sells, she banks a clear $7K in profit. But the real magic, the secret sauce, is in step 4. She reinvests. She takes that profit, buys more watches, and does it all over again. That's how you scale a product business.
All right, next up is a model that a lot of people see as the holy grail of modern business. We're talking about subscriptions. The whole idea is to stop chasing one-time sales and instead build a base of customers who pay you over and over again.
I mean, the appeal here is pretty obvious, right? Stable, predictable revenue. You know roughly how much money is going to hit your bank account every single month. That is a founder's dream. But it only works if your product or service is something people need repeatedly. You can't really sell a subscription for, say, a wedding dress. And you have to constantly deliver value or people will just hit that cancel button.
This is just such a brilliant example. A laundry shop, right? It's a classic service business. You get paid when people drop off their clothes. But by creating a monthly subscription, the owner completely changes the game. They're no longer just hoping people show up. They know at the start of the month, okay, I've got this much revenue already locked in. That changes everything.
Okay, our final model is all about monetizing what's between your ears, your brain. This is the consulting model. You're not just selling a basic skill here, you are selling high-level strategic problem solving.
Now, this model is for the seasoned pros. If you have years of deep experience in one field and you actually enjoy diving into messy, complex problems, this can be incredibly profitable. But look at that key requirement. You need a proven track record. Nobody's going to pay you the big bucks for advice if you haven't gotten real results before.
And this example shows exactly why that's true. This bakery in Abuja isn't just looking for an extra pair of hands. They have a real expensive problem.
They bring in a consultant who doesn't just work. They analyze, they strategize, and they implement a plan that saves the bakery actual money. A 30% cut in waste? That's huge. The consultant's fee isn't a cost, it's an investment with a clear return.
Okay, we've looked at 4 totally different ways to power a business. We've seen the good, the bad, the trade-offs. So how in the world do you choose the right one for you? Well, it really just comes down to asking yourself 4 very honest questions.
First things first, what can you actually do right now, today? If you're an amazing designer or a killer writer, the service model is your fastest path to cash. If you've been in an industry for 10 years and know it inside and out, consulting might be calling your name. You got to start with what you've got.
Next up, let's talk about money. Be brutally honest. How much cash can you actually get your hands on? If the answer is not much, the service model is your best friend. If you've got some savings, maybe you can start a product business. Got access to serious capital? Then you can start thinking bigger, like a full-blown subscription platform.
Question 3. What's your runway look like? Do you need to make money like next week to pay your bills? If so, the service model is designed for that kind of speed. Our product business might take a little while to get profitable, and subscriptions, they can be slow to build, but man, the payoff in the long run can be incredible.
And finally, this is a big one. What kind of life are you actually trying to build here? Do you love being hands-on, working directly with clients every day? Then a service business could be perfect for you. But if your dream is to build a system, a machine that can make money without you having to be there 24/7, then you've got to be looking at products or subscriptions.
Now, for a little pro-level secret, the really savvy businesses, they often don't just pick one of these. They build a hybrid engine. They bolt on different models to create multiple ways to make money, which makes them so much stronger and more resilient.
This slide just lays it out perfectly. Take the fitness coach. They start with a service, one-on-one training. Then they add a product, branded workout gear. And finally, they build a scalable subscription, a monthly workout app. See how that works? Same thing with the consultant. They have their high-ticket consulting, but they also sell cheaper products like ebooks for people who can't afford their main service. It's genius.
So after all of that, what's the big secret? What's the one best model? Well, the truth is right here. There is no single best model. The best business model is the one that fits you, the one you can actually execute on day in and day out and make a profit doing it. It's the one that aligns with your skills, your money, and your goals. So the only question left to answer is, what's your engine going to be?